Welcome, Rhys Li, to this Q&A to introduce our masterclass about productivity and how to reduce the burnout. And you are Rhys Li. You are a certified organizational coach, but with 18 years experience in the financial ecosystem and in risk management. So welcome, Rhys.
Great, thank you, Jara. Thank you for having me.
So you are a certified coach for life coach, but as well organizational coach. And you are mixing all these different methodologies to help your clients, and really you are helping them. So why is it so important to have a coach?
Yeah, so like you said, my background has been by profession. I spent 18 years in the financial industry. And throughout my experience, I was actually moving from department to department. At that time, I didn't understand why I was doing that. I just felt that, oh, I want to learn something new. I want to learn something new. But deep down inside, it wasn't speaking to me, the industry. It's not something I resonate with. And after speaking to some of my colleagues, I realized that I wasn't alone. So then we started to talk to each other. And then I realized that I started to help them along the way. And they kind of found it like, oh yeah, it was good to get the advice, and as a manager at that time at a risk consulting firm, I had not trainees, but a younger staff member that I was managing. And most of them came up to me and said, I really don't like the job, but you're my manager. It feels like they have to pretend to be nice. And I told them, no, don't pretend. Just do what you want to do and, find happiness in your work. So a few of them actually left the firm. But I do want to say they are so successful now in what they're doing. So a few of them I still keep in contact with, and I see them on LinkedIn, and they're just far, far in advance. And I think had they not chased after what they were intended to do, or what inspired them or inspired them, I think they would be so miserable working at the consulting firm. But right now, some of them are directors of a whole different field. And they're just happy, and they have a whole new life, professional life as well as personal life.
Yeah, that's why you need a coach. So yeah. So what is your methodology you are using to increase the productivity and reduce the burnout?
Yeah, so personally, I've gone through a burnout myself. And then in terms of productivity, coming from a financial industry and risk in a consulting firm as well, there's always that pressure of deadlines. So what I understood is, like, once you absorb the stress, this feeling inside of you, that will you ever meet your deadline? No, we will never meet our deadline. But the thing is, how do we manage our energy to complete our task? That is the key thing. And by understanding how you approach certain things and how you would envision to complete your project, regardless of the deadlines, it will just give you a better feeling and a better way to become productive, to really understand how you would handle and how you approach certain things. That I think is the key thing.
Yeah. And what is the content for the masterclass and the workbook that is coming all together? How do you structure this masterclass?
Yes, so this masterclass is what really, well, the materials and the things, the procedures and everything in the masterclass is what helped me get out of my burnout and really create this safe environment for myself. So what it is going to be about you as an individual, understanding all the pressures, external factors, external pressures that's going to be impacting you. And it's going to teach you how to understand yourself and how to understand what level of energy you're gonna exhibit or produce. If you're going to be angry, of course, your productivity might not be as productive or efficient, or your quality is diminished. So throughout this masterclass, I'll teach you how to really understand yourself in that sense. And then we move on to the next phase, which is really completing your task and understanding, okay, do you really want to complete these tasks, and how does it make you feel if you don't do these tasks? So it's not just work task, I want to say. It's more about your personal life task as well. Like if there's certain things, like if you want to finish reading a book, are you finding yourself that you don't complete these books, but yet you keep adding on to your list, and then that might create some pressure for you internally and say, oh God, I have so many things to do, I can't complete them. And it may impact you at work as well, because now personally, when you go home, you feel like there's a clutter, there's a list of to-dos that you haven't done. So it'll just create a different energy, different emotion for you.
Yeah, I think like it's very key this what you are saying, because as you do one thing, you do everything.
Yeah, exactly. We're humans, we're curious, so we always want to continuously learn. But sometimes we have to say, okay, wait, am I really learning? Why am I choosing these things to do? So it's a lot of emotions and energy that we need to really put into it, or really understand and mitigate and manage.
Well, thank you very much, Rhys. I think our masterclass for the premium members is next Friday, 15 October at 12 noon CAT.
Perfect. Can't wait to be there.
Yeah, and we share the workbook before for working before the masterclass, during the masterclass, and after the masterclass.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Rhys.
Thank you, Jara. See you.
Bye.
Bye.